Are there too many platforms that are pandering to the broken men? And you know when I talk about broken men, but is it out of control now?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we just have to figure out what space we want to be in. So it's like, for example, we talk about racism a lot because I think it's very clear cut. People have a lot of anger toward white people. A lot of stuff has happened. And so a lot of people are at the point now where it's like, okay, but how do we move forward? Right. So we know all this shit happened in the past. It was kind of fucked up. How do we progress from this point? I don't think we're at this point yet with the whole gender war, man versus woman thing.
Mm.
And like I said before, these platforms, they are profiting off of that. There are never really solutions to anything in a lot of these conversations. I've hopped in on live streams of popular creators and I asked that, I'm like, okay, so what's the solution? What is the solution? What is the next step? What do you recommend? And that's an offensive thing to people who watch. They don't like hearing people inquire about what solutions are. So that leads me to believe that they don't want solutions. So I think I don't know how long it's going to last. I hope it dies down. But I think it's this venting phase that everybody is in. And when people figure out that it really is destroying the Black community to the point where you have someone who doesn't look anything like you profit off of you by you watching, bringing people who look like you on their platform where they can't relate to anything we go through, you got to look inside yourself and say, okay, like we're being played. Like we are literally being played because we can't let go of the anger that we have. That now other people are coming in and infiltrating us because we can't get on one accord. And I think we just really have to get tired of that. When we get tired enough of that dynamic happening, then things will change. But I honestly don't see it.
Ty been waiting to say. Ty been waiting to talk about that shit.
I get real quiet about this, but I've been angry. Like, oh, yeah.
Like I ain't made a video on it, but I'm gonna talk about this shit tonight. All right, Kev, Mr. I pander to the women, because that's apparently what you have always been known for, according to the masses. So go ahead and take yourself off mute. Is that what's going on right now? Have you just seen? We still blaming the men. So now that the men have their woman quit king, what do you see? They pander to the ladies who are making this red pill content and left everybody else pretty much, just trying to like climb and get some subs and views and everything, even though, like you said, we're spinning the game when it comes to like, actually authentic acknowledgement that actually help you, be better. So what do you think, man?
I think I think people who think I pander to women don't read good.
I knew Karen was gonna jab. I knew. You've been getting it for years, bro.
500 videos. There are as many videos directed at accountability for ladies as it is for warning women about men who lack accountability. So these people who I don't care about. I got aggression issues too, and I ain't met none of these guys in person. So there's that. Even so, back to your point. I do want to say this too, and I've been saying this in conversations. I just haven't made any videos about it because I don't want to get viral for diss videos. But I think Just Pearly Things need to stay out of Black folk fucking business.
Oh,
that's a great way to say it. Yes.
I don't know. Yes. These guys that line up and share her videos. Unfortunately enough, and a lot of Black women share because it's infuriating. So they'll share more of her videos than my videos when I'm on their side, and she's clearly an infiltrator to our community, watching the fucking house burn down and holding water, and using her platform to add more fuel to the fire. It's a ridiculous thing. She has the voice. She has like the attention of Black men, and she's using it to make sure that they hate Black women enough to go over there and get rejected because that still exists. That racism is still very much there. First of all, I don't want to shit on a young woman, but she ain't the one that has she ain't nobody looking at her ass if she ain't talking about Black women. So we're going to just be real. Even so, I feel like that type of content, it's going to be around for a while because it's like action movies or violent video games or rap music. I mean, we all know that if you replace the word nigger with brother and use the same lyrics, kill a brother, murder a brother, kill a brother's cat. It sounds funny. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
Goofy shit. What you say, bro? What'd you say, dude? Like, But you put nigga there and it dehumanizes us, and it allows us to be called that. Right? It allows us to do that. Unfortunately enough, we've joined the platforms that were traditionally used to dehumanize us. And now we're dehumanizing each other. And now we're letting guests come and dehumanize us for their own entertainment. And the funny thing about it is, it takes me years to attract the same amount of views as it would take her, because they're 73% of the population. So they can join the conversation and eclipse anybody who's here in this community trying to help this community, because their community is going to support them, putting our community in jeopardy. So we're supporting our oppressors and creating platforms that dehumanize us on a social media level, because we've all caught on to how the news perpetrates Black inferiority onto our culture. So now it's not just the news. Now it's not just the movies. Now we don't just lack representation, but the representation that was given to us one podcasting kit at a time, from Walgreens to every angry, traumatized Black male to share his trauma, but to blame his trauma on Black women. And now it's being used against us by our enemies to create platforms where they can also further perpetuate the dehumanization of the Black man and woman against each other. We suffer from a shared trauma, but again, Black women have the clearest viewpoint because they suffer from sexism and racism, right? So if we're going to listen to anybody, it should probably be them, because they are experiencing the whole gamut of direct and indirect discrimination and oppression. Even so, we suffer from a shared experience. The reason why we can have these conversations and they're so relevant to our community, while other communities are like, my God, what's going on with Black people, is because of our shared trauma, intergenerational trauma. We 1,000 years of this shit, right? So for us, if we're going to perpetuate it too, if we're going to, conveniently make a couple dollars off of it too, if we're going to point the finger at each other, if we're going to make our trauma a spectacle for the lookers, the passersby and the onlookers and the oppressors, I don't think we deserve much better, because our culture has allowed us to create a place that our oppressors feel safe perpetuating our trauma on TV and on YouTube. So I don't know what the hell can be done. I think the solution is you take some of these podcast kits and you throw these bitches in the garbage. I think that's a solution, because everybody who has a platform doesn't care about the impact that their words have. Everybody who has a platform doesn't coach people, who aren't having real conversations. People are so quick to call me a simp, but if you got off the phone with some of these women who are about to kill themselves and you were the last person they decided they wanted to talk to, you'd be like, you know what? Maybe Kev is maybe you got a point. Maybe we should be calming down a little bit. I've talked to people who I'm gonna make it tonight, Kev. I just wanted to talk to you before I got out of here. Excuse me? Like, I'm having those types of conversations. So when people talk about pandering and all these different things, shit's real out here. Ain't nobody got time. Y'all the only ones playing. Black men, y'all the only ones in here playing. How are you the head and the tail? Pick one. How a man supposed to be a leader, but in every community issue is a Black woman's fault? How the fuck are you the head and the tail? How the fuck are you a leader and a follower? How the hell is it them controlling the narrative, them controlling the community, them controlling the children, them at fault for everything? But you're supposed to be the leader. Leader of what? You're not the leader of the home because you pat each other on the ass and back for leaving. Yeah, fuck these hoes. You're not the leader of the community, because I've seen great and stand-up Black men. As soon as we talk about stepdads, like, oh man, I don't do that, man. Stepdad, that's stupid. That's, first of all, what? Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you support the idea of a Black child being left behind to punish the mother for making bad decisions? How you pro-Black if that's what you think about stepfathers?
Right.
But there's so many fucking idiots in our community with microphones speaking to idiots that respect the microphone. I don't know what the solution is, but I think we need to bring shame to the shameful. And a lot of these conversations are shameful. And until we stop sharing this shit and making it viral and making these people millionaires, and we start ignoring that fuckery, and like Nip said, leave him on goofy time. Stop giving people attention that's talking that shit. Black people are the ones putting Pearly, whatever her name is, in the millionaire status like her father, who's in the 1%. She grew up in a 1% household. What the fuck do you know about the trauma that we go through?
Oh, Kev did his homework. Even I didn't know that shit.
The shit comes up. The shorts pop up, and I just be listening to this shit like, she's a gifted person. She's intelligent, but she's ill-informed and she has no idea about the intersectionality of the experience that we are all having as compared to one another's experience. All she thinks is her logic and her reason is like some end-all be-all. And even her friends are like, she never talked like this. She just realized it was popular and started talking like this. She's literally playing us. Everybody who knows her, who's done a video or done an interview, is like, man, she ain't like this. She just knows that this gets money.
It's hot. It's a grab.
I don't even know what the question was, but
no, that was it.
Stay out the black folks' business, and we need to stop supporting people who are helping and aiding and destroying our community, and that includes these raggedy ass rappers too. These raggedy ass rappers want to talk. They want to be fucking protesters and pro-black and Black Lives Matter, and then every other word is kill this nigga again, replacing the word nigga with brother. And all what we talking about now? Oh man, you tripping? Kill a brother, bro? You tripping, cuz? Right? But that's not the culture. Culture dictates that we give each other pain and trauma. So until that becomes shameful and not culture, we fucked up out here.
We always need to love each other. I know that sounds like a very, very generic thing to say, but the sense of love, community is lost. And we all have a lot of healing that we need to do, forgiving our family, forgiving whoever did us wrong so that we're not seeing each other as the enemy. And so I just hope that we can get to that space. But I think a lot of this is, like you said, a lot of attention to the people who are pandering, grifting, playing off of people's traumas. We have to have conversations like this and make them wider scale. So share videos like this, share creators like this. Kev, I love your channel. I watch your content as well. Just telling people about other dope creators out there, because the algorithm obviously is not pushing it out there, right? We all have experienced that firsthand. And so that's kind of our responsibility to look out for one another. And even if it's not happening on social media, having these conversations. Check your friends. I check my friends all the time. If they're saying something that I think isn't right, I love you. You know, I'm a woman, you're a woman, but that's not correct. So how can we figure out how to unlearn this?
You hold women accountable, Ty?
It's important. So it's not our fault as Black people, but it is our responsibility to do better.
Please share.
Yes.
People keep talking about how important this content is, and they only share what pisses them off. With love and respect, creators like myself, Reese, I don't know what kind of numbers you're doing, but probably even you as compared to the competition. People who do integrity content need the view, need the share more than they need you to get in the comment section and say, thank you for making this video. With love, I appreciate the thank you, but the thank you for me is be a share, because I have a video do 3,000. I got 365,000 subscribers. I have a video literally do 3,000 because YouTube immediately sees my video is not going to go viral. The retention is high. The click-through rate is through the roof, but the analytics still point to YouTube just not sharing the content. My subscribers don't even be knowing I got content out. So I don't care who you support, Reese, her, me, whomever else that shares integrity-based content. Go watch those videos. Go binge watch them in the background. You got an extra phone, grab that damn phone, turn it on a channel, and just turn it on mute, throw it in the closet. I don't give a damn what you do. Watch these videos so YouTube realizes that there is a market for integrity-based wisdom. Because if you don't, you'll keep seeing Just Pearly Things talk about how Black women ain't shit by sitting 5 Black women on the couch. You'll keep hearing all these injured men start talking about how women fought at this and women's fought at that, but you'll never hear anybody tell you about a healthy relationship, a solid marriage, the way to come through an issue, the way to heal you and your partner together. Not gonna hear that shit if y'all don't share it, because it's not viral and it's not disgusting.
There's not enough content like this, especially in our area, and I spoke about it in one of my last videos. There's no room in the quote-unquote manosphere or community of dating relationships for like the family men. It's like me, Kev, and what, Crew Season. It's like we're like the only married men who like spit like the content. And the thing is, people have questions. You know, people have it. Like Ty had a question while we were up in the mix and everything, and we want to go ahead and dish it out. If y'all want to know what it's like being a dad, having kids, being married to the same person, you know, for 10 freaking years, it's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, we will give you guys the scoop on what that's like. I mean, we're here to help and everything. And of course, you got folks like Ty, you know, who's very objective, and you guys need to start listening to more objectivity content instead of always just thinking like, you know what, pointing the finger.